Well, hello again and welcome to ABC Paddler's 12th adventure, this time on the Chesterfield Canal. We'll be using the Nicholson Guide book number 6 and what 3 words as we usually do. We parked up just outside Staveley Basin and you can see that's where we parked, a little car park there. We'll show you that momentarily. There it is. And we will be travelling down the Chesterfield Canal towards the start of the canal at Tapton Lock. There's a visitor centre there which we stopped at.
Well, here we are at the bottom of Mill Lane in Staveley. We've just parked the car up here in this little car park, and we're now just unloading Brian, and the canal is just over the bridge here, and we'll drop Brian into the water just past the bridge there, and we'll show you that in a minute. Well, that's the bridge you saw us coming over a moment ago, and we've got a lovely stretch of the canal ahead of us here. We've just unpacked Brian and blown him up. He's just down there, and we're heading towards the Tapton Lock Visitor Centre, which you can see on the sign just there. It's a gorgeous day in sort of early August. We do have a drone, but we only just got it a few days ago, and I'm not really practiced enough to be confident to bring him out on a section which is really close by the water, and it's a little bit breezy today. I just need a bit more practice, but hopefully within the next few days we'll have some drone shots to add. Yeah, I'll get them in a minute. So we're just setting off on our paddle down the Chesterfield Canal towards Tapton Lock, past the Hollingwood Hub, I believe it is, where hopefully there'll be a coffee shop and we can grab a coffee. What a gorgeous day today it is. Little breeze, but generally a lovely day. So hopefully we'll have a good paddle. We're now approaching what we think is Hollingwood Hub, which is a lock, the first lock on the stretch that we've done so far. Back before we started, there's the basin, so this is the first lock in this section. Looks like we can get out just down here, and then hopefully there'll be a little cafe or something that we can grab a coffee with. Some big dragonflies along this section, although they're far too quick for us to capture on the camera. Lots and lots of blackberries along this section.
So we stopped at Katie's coffee shop, which is absolutely lovely, and having a nice cup of coffee, and a toasted tea cake is on its way. I think we deserve that.
So yeah, this is Hollingwood Lock, and it's a gorgeous little place in the sunshine. Interesting structure. You alright?
The Hollingwood Hub is the home of the Chesterfield Canal Trust, and they're raising money to complete the last 9 miles of canal that still is unpassable.
So we've just taken Brian out of the water and portaged him past Dixon Lock, which was the next lock up along Chesterfield Canal where we are. And we're now going to head up in that direction to the next lock. See what happens with that. So we're now approaching our third lock, which is Bluebank Lock, which is just up here. So we'll portage Brian around this one and see what awaits us on the other side. There's a lot of fishing posts down here, and there's a good number of people fishing that we've just had to avoid. Oh, there we go. Just startled a duck in the distance there. So we've just portaged Brian around the Blue Bank lock here, and we're now going to get back into the water down here. Kath's already in the kayak, and as you can see, she's holding on to the ropes that'll just steady her while I get in, and then we're heading up apparently on one of the more picturesque sections of this, according to a local that's just passed us. So looking forward to this stretch now as we head back down to, I think it's Tapton Lock, and then we'll catch up with you there. Well, it wasn't kidding. This is a lovely stretch along here. We've just passed some beautiful plants on the left hand side, and it's so peaceful. It's just what you'd want on a lovely paddle. The sun's been shining all day. We've stopped for a coffee. We've probably got another maybe half an hour before we get to the visitor centre at Tapton Lock, and then we'll stop there, grab something to eat and head back. And I think that will have been a really lovely paddle today. It's a real shame that I'm not familiar with the drone, because the wind has dropped, and I think we'd be able to get some really nice drone shots. I'm just not confident with flying it over water at the moment, but we'll do it next time. We'll do it next time, because there are a lot of trees around, and I would hate for the drone, who Kath has called Dilbert, to get stuck in a tree. Yes, you heard that right. Kath has called the drone Dilbert.
So we're ABC paddlers now.
And if you think we're mad, I think that just confirms it. We're now approaching the next lock, which is Wealdon Mill Lock. And we've got some ducks just on the bank there where we're about to pull in. So, sorry ducks, you're going to have to twaddle off. And there they go. So we're here at Tapton Lock. There's a slipway just there where Kath is now. If you can see that, there it is, just there. We've just seen a kingfisher in the trees there that flew off. Again, unfortunately, it was far too quick for the camera. Now, I think you'll find when we go through here, Tapton Lock videos visitor centre is in actual fact closed today.
Yes, so sadly the Tapton Lock Visitors Centre was closed on the day we arrived due to unforeseen circumstances. Normally it is open, and it's closed between 1 and 1:45, and they do coffees and light refreshments and that sort of thing. Very interesting place.
Well, we're on the journey back now from Tipton Lock, I think it was, back to where we started in Shipley. Pardon? Oh, Staveley, yes, not Shipley. Shipley's in the other direction. Staveley, that's it. Just a little bit forward of Staveley Junction we were. And the clouds seem to be coming over a bit now, which is a bit of a shame because we've had a lovely day. and the scenery along here is beautiful. We've seen some huge dragonflies, but again they're just a little bit too big for, too fast for the camera. By the time I got the camera out, we saw a kingfisher, but again that was too fast for us. We've got some dragonflies over there, look, catch them. There's one up there. And we're now coming into Hollingworth Hub, where we stopped on our way up. We've got a tourist boat behind us that's stopping to get through the locks, so we're just ahead of the tourist boat, which is run by the Chesterfield Canal volunteers that have done a lot of work trying to ensure the canal is worthy for craft to go backwards and forwards on it, and the footpaths are all kept nice and neat, and they've done a great job. So we're going to stop here for something to drink, and then we'll head back on our final stage back to Staveley.
Well, that's a wrap for adventure number 12,
We'd like to thank all our subscribers, we really do appreciate it.
and hopefully we'll see you again for adventure number 13.
And then we might have Dilbert Road.
But until then, remember, keep paddling.